The Last Loaf of Bread. John was once a successful businessman, but after a tragic accident took the lives of his wife and child, he fell into despair. The pain consumed him, and he lost all interest in work and life. Within a year, John lost everything, his wealth, his home, and eventually became homeless, wandering the streets of New York. One freezing winter day, John sat curled up in a street corner, hungry and exhausted. He watched the busy crowds pass by, but no one stopped. Shivering and nearly hopeless, he counted the last few coins in his pocket, just enough to buy a small loaf of bread. Holding the bread in his trembling hands, John was about to take a bite when he noticed a little girl, about 7 years old, standing across the street. She was thin and frail, her eyes fixed on the loaf in his hands with a desperate hunger. John hesitated for a moment, then did something he didn't fully understand himself. He handed the bread to the girl. The girl's eyes lit up with surprise. "Thank you, sir," she said before running off. John smiled, and for the first time in a long while, he felt a sense of purpose. An hour later, a woman approached him. "Are you the one who gave my daughter a loaf of bread?" she asked. John nodded. The woman smiled. "I own a small restaurant just around the corner. If you're willing, I can offer you a job." John couldn't believe his ears. It was the beginning of a new journey. He started working at the restaurant and slowly regained his confidence in life. Years later, with the help of the kind restaurant owner, John opened a small eatery of his own. Every day, he prepared free meals for the homeless, because he knew exactly what it felt like to be hungry and hopeless. John's story is proof that a small act of kindness can change a life. Sometimes, all it takes is a loaf of bread and a compassionate heart to create a miracle.